Good afternoon, everyone. A bright sunshine. It's a little breezy, but not as strong as it was yesterday, especially not as strong as it got yesterday evening, where we had some gusts up to 40. Today, those gusts for the rest of this afternoon may get up to the 20-25 mile per hour range. So we're starting off showing you that flag that, again, is not as stiff as we've seen it on other days, but still moving around there in Torrington. And we have bright conditions out there. The wind in the New Haven area out of the west at 14 miles per hour. So breezy, 42 degrees there. We have 40s down to the south, even up towards Hartford, and then 30s Waterbury northwestward, and then Windsor Locks points eastward. So obviously these numbers are way below where we should be. We should be in the upper 50s for this time of year. And of course the wind is making it feel colder out there. We're still bundling up and bracing for our skin to feel like it's in the upper 20s and low 30s. The exception may be a few spots down towards the shoreline. Here's the sustained winds on average anywhere from 7 to as much as 14 miles per hour, but then you still have these gusts in that 20 to 25 mile per hour range. The good news is, as we go through the next several hours, we'll start to see that wind coming down even more so, with high pressure influencing our weather that much more. So at least that's a plus as we go later in the day. But we're going to be topping off well below where we should be for this time of year. 45 in Litchfield, about 48 in Suffield. We should be almost 10 degrees warmer than that. And 45 in Storrs, 46 Plainfield. So these numbers are going to be in the 40s, mid to upper 40s across our state. The wind's flowing out of the south later on this afternoon, having a subtle influence on the temperatures along the immediate shoreline. Otherwise, really not a whole lot of change from south to north across the state. Now, tonight, winds will be a little bit lighter, so maybe a little bit of a better chance for frost forming than it was this morning with that wind mixing up the air. Low to mid 20s inland, some upper 20s, Hartford all the way southward, and then you get into the low 30, close to freezing range down towards the immediate shoreline. Now, tomorrow, we start off with more sun, but end of the day with more clouds. We will have temperatures actually crack the 50-degree mark. That's a plus. And we have some interesting things now showing up on First Alert Futurecast starting tomorrow evening and night. There's one interesting thing. Could there be a rain or passing snow shower? It's a possibility now. And then this little piece, a little bit more significant chance for some passing rain or even snow showers for Friday morning before we see a lull most of the rest of Friday. Can't say the same for Saturday. Looking very wet, unfortunately, for the parade on Saturday morning. So prepare for a breeze, rainy conditions, and temperatures in the 40s. But we'll do anything, right, for the champs. All right, for Sunday, we're going to be talking about highs in the 50s, and there's still a lingering chance for showers. Can't completely remove that from the forecast yet until we know exactly how these systems will evolve. But I have my eye on next Monday and Tuesday. Cannot wait for highs in the 60s, dry weather, and a partly sunny sky. Doesn't that sound so nice, Kara?
It does. We all deserve that.
Right.
Thanks, Jill.